Hello, everybody. This is Badger Wild, and we are back with the Space Engineers ship review. This time we are reviewing a ship that will help you guys in the early stages of the game. If you need something that you can build rather quickly, you got everything, but you need a quick ship to build rather quickly to go in, engage, and do all sorts of stuff with. So without further ado, let's get started. So, the ship that we're looking at here today is the Corvette Red Mk.II. Now, this is a vanilla-built ship, and in the description, it's an ultralight artillery corvette in heavy armor with a firing range from the forward artillery cannon and turrets up to 2,000 meters. High density of fire in close combat, designed for space and planets, meaning you can fly this thing on Earth. Ready for survival, original ship, and first slide Corvette read by Keen SWH. So this is apparently a ship that was also built by Keen. I believe this is the Corvette you get to use inside of, what is the new one they got? I can't remember. I have yet to play it. But anyway, we've been playing too much survival. By the way, it's got lots of goodies on here. We can go through all this, but the video would be way too long. We've already liked it. Author is survival ready, and DLCs requires warfare, warfare 2, decorative blocks, heavy industry, automations, and sparks of the future. So then, this is what you're getting. And it's a fairly small ship for large, but the thing that got me with this one was it is a very detailed little ship. Despite, being so dang small. So looking at the outside here, we've got forward thrusters in the front with our cockpit being the front, which does tend to bring a bit of a weakness. I would like that to be a little bit further back in the ship, but this is a quick build, something cheap that you can just throw up real quick. We got a spotlight on the bottom. Going around the side here, we've got artillery cannons, more thrusters, a Gatling gun. And coming around, we've got a main thruster that is pretty well armored for a lightweight ship with a large hydrogen tank. So this thing can go for quite some time. On the inside here, you can actually see on this green patch here, we've got a jump drive. So this thing is jump drive capable, probably to the maximum range. And even better up top, we have this bit of nightmare fuel, 2 assault cannon guns and 4 autocannon guns, providing you with probably one of the more OP turrets you could possibly build in the game. Up top, we also have this, which is the main spinal-mounted artillery gun. Spinal-mounted weapons are always fun. And that's it for the outside. As you can see, this is a really well-built ship with a very nice external armor design that I would love to implement at some point. I do like the way they've used rounded blocks and the square blocks in there to create that that external armor effect. But let's get down here to the bottom as well. We've got a couple landing gear and a hookup in case you want to get in there and hook everything up. And what do we got here? Is that a... No, that's just so you can get in probably and work on some extra stuff. So then, yeah, there's that. So, how do you get in this thing? Well, you enter into it from the front right here. And we're just going to fly up here. And we're inside. Now, no airlocks whatsoever, so this thing is not going to be... You're going to have to use oxygen tanks a lot. I would prefer an airlock in this, which probably could be added, I would think. But, we're unable to get there. You got your programmable block up here with some type of script, 2 oxygen tanks that can be worked on, air, and we have access to several other things. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I think that's a projector right there. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's a projector. So we have access to a projector. We have our survival kit here. Just in case you get taken out, you can pop right back in here or something, or you can pop back in where your buddies are at. Going into here, we've got this long hallway, and I'm kind of... this is the one thing that I dislike on ships is these long corridors which have very little detail. I like lots of detail. I like to make everything feel kind of claustrophobic. But going in here, we have access to the main bridge. And one of the advantages here, we've got access to a programmable block. What is on a programmable block? I think it's an event controller. Isn't that right? Yeah, we've got a Invict controller for the doors. I'm going to look at how that works. And then we've got a turret control block, which I'm suspecting is for the turret up there. Anyway, let's hop into this thing and see how she performs. Now, on the screen here, you can see all the stuff you've got for the ship. We can turn on and off atmospheric thrusters. We can turn off our hydrogen thrusters. No ion thrusters on this. So normally what I would use ion thrusters for is forward propulsion, so I don't have to use hydrogen, only for very, very minimal stuff. Number 3 is our H2O2. Number 4 is a hydrogen generator, which is interesting that we have one of those. So your power supply is going to be dependent on how much hydrogen you can use. Number 5 is your jump drive. Number 6 is apparently a hydrogen tank. External hydrogen tank. I guess you're using that to charge up the ship with. Number 7 is the spotlight. Number 8 is the camera here. Number 9 is our landing gear. There's our artillery piece. Number 2 is our artillery. Number 3 is the Gatling guns, and we can apparently set these now. Number 4 is weapons. Mind you, this is all in vanilla. I don't have these weapons. I don't have this set to doing multiple systems via weapon core. This is all vanilla. Access our cannons off and off on 5. 6 is Gatling's on and off. 7 is the turret on and off. 8 is a camera. Where is that camera? Oh, that is the camera that we're normally firing from. 9 is to take control of this nightmare fuel. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Keep going here. And that's about it. So you have two full bars of things you can do inside of this entire ship. But what we want to do, we want to see the speed. The speed of this thing is actually quite quick. We're going to zip on down here to an asteroid so I can see just how well I can zip around this thing. Should have moved this thing closer to the asteroid regardless. But we do want to see how effective this ship is. Now, rotation, this thing can turn pretty easily, and it can move up and down. It's got its normal range of maneuverability is pretty good. And what I want to do is I want to see just how effectively this thing turns around a planet, or a planetoid. But as you can see, we're able to get to speed rather quickly. For some reason, we're hitting 111 meters per second, which is 100.11 meters per second, which is actually faster than Hydro Man for some reason. That there's a feature right there. We can do the Kessel run in 6 parsecs. I mean, dear God, how did that happen? So he's doing this. I don't know how this thing actually did that. Oh, well, Keen, I have questions. We're up to 100.15 meters per second, meaning this thing could outrun. Can it outrun? I want to say a jetpack runs like 110 meters per second. This thing would be like that little wiggle right there. However that worked, just launch this thing going forward. How fast is my jetpack here? How fast my jetpack? Can we outrun Hydro Man? No, it can't outrun Hydro Man, but it will this will outrun. That's interesting. So Keen has dropped us a vanilla ship that has the ability to accelerate past the 100 meter point. 100 meters per second. Okay, that's wild. I didn't know that going into this. Like, it's amazing the little things you find out. So apparently just a little maneuver and this thing just jumped up to like 114 meters per second, which means if you've got another ship, the hyperdrive is the only way they're going to be able to catch you in this. You're going to be able to hit and run faster than the other ships. They'll be able to get to max speed. By the time you hit max speed and they hit max speed, you're still pulling away from them. There's no There's no even keeping distance. It's just you're going to gradually further and further get away. Hydro-Man's the only thing that can run this ship down right now. And it's vanilla. But yeah, that is the red Corvette using some kind of weird space voodoo technology. We are probably threatening Clang at this point. Somehow this thing is clanged, and it is able to pass the 100 meter per second threshold, which is interesting. That's very interesting. Y'all might want to grab this thing and use it while you can. Anyway, folks, great little vanilla ship if you guys want to check it out. Fun little surprise that came with it. As usual, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty, you guys. Glad we can do these videos. They're always a surprise. And thank you guys for liking and commenting. I love reading the comments, even though I have had difficulty getting to those. At some point in time, I'm going to do a live stream and explain to everyone what exactly is going on my end of the YouTube. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is Badger Wild, and I'll see you guys next time.